All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to unpack a 14-habit blueprint that's all about building a stronger life. Not just for your body, but for your mind too. So does this hit home for you? You know that feeling? You're stressed out, you're tired, everything just feels a little off balance? Yeah, a lot of us feel that way. But what if I told you there's a simple toolkit that could totally help you reset?
Well, that's exactly what we've got here. We're breaking down a super effective guide into 14 habits you can actually use. And look, don't think of this as some huge, overwhelming project. It's really about small, smart changes you can start making, like right now.
Okay, first things first. We're starting with the bedrock of, well, everything, your daily rhythm. Seriously, before you can even think about anything else, you've got to get your internal clock sorted. So this first section is all about learning to work with your body's natural flow, instead of constantly fighting it.
Right. So we all know the rule, right? 7 to 9 hours of sleep. But here's the kicker that this guide points out. It's not just how much sleep, it's when you get it. Turns out that window before 10 p.m. is a total sweet spot. It's when your body does its heavy lifting, repairing itself, balancing hormones, and dialing down stress. So it's not just about the hours logged, it's about hitting that high-quality, perfectly timed rest.
And that discipline carries right over into your morning with this really cool 3-step sequence. Step 1, a big glass of water to kind of kickstart your whole system. Step 2, get some sunlight. This one's huge. It's like flipping the on switch for your brain and locking in your body clock for the day. And then, and only then, do you reach for the coffee. Waiting till after 7:30, that little bit of patience actually helps protect your adrenal glands from getting totally fried. It works with your body, not against it.
All right, so once we've got our daily rhythm on track, what's next? Fuel. We're moving on to how we intentionally fuel our bodies. And listen, this isn't about some crazy, restrictive diet. It's just about being smart and deliberate with what you eat and how you move, all with the goal of building real strength from the inside out.
Now this is interesting. The guide talks about getting stronger by taking things away. It lumps sugar, alcohol, and gluten together for one single, powerful reason. They all crank up inflammation in your body. So by cutting back on these, you're doing way more than just dropping calories. You are actively, and I mean actively, telling your whole system to just calm down. And that right there is a total game changer for your health.
Okay, so that's what we're taking out. What about what we put in? The guide suggests a few simple additions. On a daily basis, we're talking a handful of nuts and seeds. Easy enough. And maybe some papaya after dinner to help with digestion. Then there's the weekly habit. Strength training, and this is a big one. It's not just about looking fit. It's a powerhouse for boosting your metabolism, building strong bones, and seriously beefing up your immune system. Okay, we've talked about our rhythm, we've talked about our fuel. The third and final piece of this puzzle takes us inward. This is all about the habits that forge a strong mind and a resilient spirit. And let's be real, this is every bit as important as the physical stuff if you want a genuinely strong life.
I absolutely love how this is framed. Gratitude isn't just some fluffy feeling you wait for. No, it's an active practice. It's like taking your brain to the gym. Every time you consciously focus on what you're thankful for, you're doing a rep. And over time, you're literally training your brain to hunt for the good stuff, rewiring it to be more positive by default. How cool is that?
And the guide is just as direct when it talks about who you hang out with. It draws a straight, bold line from the people in your life to your own mental state. Think about that. Choosing who gets your time and energy is basically a major health decision. The choice couldn't be clearer. You can surround yourself with people who create mental fog or people who help you find mental clarity. It's that simple and that powerful.
So how do we actually build up that inner calm? Well, the guide gives us this awesome, super practical toolkit. You've got walking in nature, which is more than just a nice stroll. It's a way to literally rebalance your entire nervous system. You've got 5 minutes of deep breathing, which is like an emergency reset button for your mind and body. And then there's having some kind of daily spiritual connection. And whatever that looks like for you, it's positioned here as a rock-solid foundation for your emotional health.
So let's pull this all together. You can see how all 14 of these habits fit so nicely into these 3 big ideas. But the key thing to get is that this isn't just some random checklist. No, it's a system where everything works together. When you reset your daily rhythm, it's so much easier to fuel your body the right way. And when your body feels good, you have the energy and clarity to really master your inner state. See how that works? Each piece makes the others stronger.
So there you have it. The blueprint is yours. But hey, remember, the point isn't to go out and try to do all 14 of these things tomorrow. That's a recipe for failure. The real magic happens when you just start small. So my question to you is this. Looking at everything we've just talked about, what's the one thing, what's the one habit you're going to choose to build first?